What's up, guys? We have some awesome attacks from week 4 as we go into the bye week. I'm your host, Joe, from Clash Attacks with Joe. Do stay tuned. We do have some news from the league involved in this video. We're going to kick it off with USA Adult Sarsipius. Coming in with a very unique attack. The base itself really gives it up with all 4 air defenses on the northwestern side of the base, and he's going to use a queen walk in order to go in and get rid of all 4 air defenses, which really opens it up for a dragon sweep down in the south. So we got poisons down for our archers that are in the clan castle. Our archer queen's going to take her sweet time. Wanted to kind of get through this portion in a relatively quick manner, kind of cut off the beginning of the attack a little bit to get through those structures, using some minions on the outsides of the base out of range of those air defenses. Working on the clan castle archers right now, we have a rage spell down, as well as having to use our ability to get through the archers. Doesn't really matter because the healers stay outside of range of the air defenses. All 4 air defenses are down at this point, so the base itself just kind of gives it up for the mass dragon attack. We also have 4 balloons in our queue, and then if I'm not mistaken, there's balloons in the clan castle as well. So as the dragons get onto the map in a mass group, they're just going to sweep down south. We have an archer queen with full health. Her ability's already been used. However, we have healer coverage and, just seeking air mines to worry about on the healers. Doesn't matter though. Plenty of air troops on the map. Rage spell down for our dragons as they move into the first expo, as well as a sweeper location. And then we also have an enemy archer queen here. Doesn't really matter. There's a heal spell for our dragons. Then they're going to power and put down that queen relatively quick. He brings in his barbarian king here from the far eastern side of the base, just working on that trash train to keep those dragons funneled through the base itself. But anyways, we got a couple of balloons finishing it up, and all the balloons are going down. They kind of tanked for the dragons for a moment there, blocking the coverage of the expo. And as we get through the end of this attack, we have 2 archer towers and 2 Teslas that really can put damage on our dragons. So it doesn't really matter. We still have an archer queen with full health, and our healers are still continuing to heal her up. So as we're going to move through, we do have a special announcement from the league. Omnia Vincent was, in fact, removed from the CWL Lite due to performance-enhancing software abuse used to assist them in their first 3 wins of the season. And then, obviously, a statement from the league effective immediately. Omnia will be removed from the CWL Lite clan lineup. A recent wave of bans from Supercell has resulted in several of their leadership being banned and a 14-day clan ban. Consequently, the admin team have agreed that their fair play status is in question and therefore will no longer be hosted in the CWL. Replacement team has not been confirmed at this time, so it's good to see that the CWL admin team did do something about the possibility of unfair use of software in the CWL. So we're going to go ahead and get back to the action. Achilles here, Anduin War. This looks like, the start of a witch slap attack. So we have multiple witches on the base. We have a golem for tanking as they get into that archer queen location. And what's really interesting is we have balloons in our queue here. So the balloons are going to be sniping off basically as everything's focused in on skeletons. Skeletons are going to be focused in and deterring all of our defenses in this location as Achilles sneaks in balloons from opposite sides to kind of work in and take care of defensive structures to basically assist our witches and bowlers to continue to funnel into the base. Rage spell is down. There is a lava hound in our clan castle. Archer queen's following that up, and the barbarian king's already powered his way through into the core of the base. Level 22 king, level 26 queen, so we're not fully maxed out here, so that's really good to see. And the witches are kind of tied up on walls at this point on the outer flanks as they run into defenses, running into Teslas. We do have both expos on the map, and Achilles is going to sneak in 3 different pairs of balloons to really just sneak in while everything's distracted on the skeletons, taking out and picking off defenses one by one. Archer queen's caught up on a wall with a group of witches over there in the south, and the queen will power through that wall here momentarily. But as you pay attention, it's only a couple of balloon teams left, and they're sneaking in basically and taking out the last remaining defenses, assisting our witches and bowlers on the back end of the attack. So the last archer tower is down. The witches and the archer queen did in fact take out that expo, and a great attack by Achilles from Anduin War. Moving into the next attack, we have Daniel LP3 Chiron starting out with a queen walk, and we do have what is, oh yeah. So our Quad Quake Baby Dragon attack. This is also another one of my favorite attacks that is very surgical, very patient related, and involves, you know, a lot of attention to detail of the bases. This base right here, Daniel's going to use this southern compartment here as a natural funnel for his Archer Queen and have her maneuver up into the central compartments of the base by following the walls. So we do have baby dragons in our clan castle here. Rage spell is down to 10 to them. So the Archer Queen's going to be tied up for a moment here as we have a baby dragon, single baby dragon down here in the south, and an archer working on structures down in the south that are outside of range of the air defenses. We do have 4 clumped up wizard towers, so a lot of our air related defenses down in the south or southern portion of the base, as well as sweepers facing the southern side of the base. And up in the north, as you can see up there, we have the Archer Queen. So anyways, our Archer Queen has maneuvered in deeper into this compartment. She's just going to continue to follow it in. Bowlers are on the map with the Barbarian King, and they're just going to take the south side of the base as Daniel drops all 4 of his earthquake spells to open up a very large hole in this base, and basically giving our queen freedom of maneuver to get into the base to the opposite side and take care of the enemy Archer Queen. So as she moves into the air defense and the central core of the base, she's going to continue to work, take care of the clan castle, move up into the archer tower, and at this point Daniel's starting to trickle in baby dragons to assist his Archer Queen with this process. Bowlers are basically given freedom of maneuver on the south side of the southeast side of the base, as the Barbarian King is basically tanking for the bowlers. So the Archer Queen has moved in, and the enemy Archer Queen is actually steered off and is focused on the Barbarian King. However, the bowlers are actually double bouncing over there and putting in a lot of work on the Archer Queen as she continues to pick them off. So the enemy Archer Queen does fall, and at this point, it's all baby dragons from here on out. Air defenses are gone. The Archer Queen's taken out a lot of integral defenses there in the core of the base, and at this point, great attack by Daniel at LP3 Chiron. So we have a Turbinator of Fat Cats, and again, we have, let's see, a La Lune attack. We have 2 skeleton spells in our queue, 6 haste spells. So a very light kill squad here. Baby Dragon up in the northern corner, continuing to work its way down, working on structures, running into a little bit of a resistance from the Archer Tower as our Barbarian King cleans up structures. Archer Queen's taken out 1 air defense at this point, and then we have 3 air defenses down deeper in the base as Turbinator starts to bring in 2 different groups of balloons and lava hounds to work in on that first air defense. So we have 2 haste spells down at this point, moving our balloons in. 2 different groups of balloons moving in from the northeast, and then 2 different groups of balloons moving in from the southeast. No lava hound coverage down there, so haste spells are used in order to boost our balloons up and get them into the point defenses there, as well as a wizard tower. Wizard tower's taking out that first group of balloons, and the other two balloons in the south actually did in fact go down. So we are down to a lava hound, and that's basically it for lava hound coverage. That's all we got. So we got a haste. Actually, there's 1 in the clan castle. Good job, Joe. Way to go. Anyways, so our final lava hound, Max Lava Hound, coming out of our clan castle, getting in and covering the balloons that snuck in behind them to get in on that last air defense. We do in fact have a point defense remaining in the Archer Tower up in the northwest, as well as an expo. Obviously, our balloons are going to kind of steer off and do what they want to do here, and they backtrack, but the expo is covered by the lava hound here. So hopefully our lava hound does in fact pop, but I don't recall if it does or not. So everything's down at this point. We have all of our defenses here, and we're going to go ahead and transition into the next attack by Ebola of Alphas. So we have Golem on the map and a spread of 4 wizards behind that, working on heavy hit point structures in the elixir storages, as well as both heroes. We have a couple minions working up there, basically drawing our clan castle, and poison spell for our clan castle troops. We in fact have 19. Oh man, this attack. So now I'm caught up and I remember which attack this one is. This attack right here is actually very special. I've never seen, personally, balloons and hog riders in the same composition before. So what Ebola does here is a very interesting attack plan here. So we have a witch remaining. Skeletons are going down due to the poison spell, and we have in fact lost our witch, or the enemy witch is now down. So Ebola's going to basically dump all of his hog riders, come in from the south or the southeast or northeast here, correction, goodness, and healing down in this large group of defenses as it moves down. Now check it out. We got a hound coming out of the clan castle and a group of balloons. A raid spell for our balloons, basically splitting this base in half. Now we have an enemy archer queen up there in the north just putting work in on the lava hound. Does in fact pop our lava hound, but the hog riders have continued their movement down in the south with another heal spell, and our balloons are continuing to take out defenses up in that northern compartment. This archer queen is going to end up getting overpowered by the minions if I recall correctly. If not, our enemy archer queen is going to come around. Yes, in fact. So enemy archer queen does have her ability, and she maneuvers all the way up to where the enemy archer queen is located, and her ability will be used to take care of the enemy archer queen. So we have about 10 hog riders still remaining, and balloons finishing up for the cleanup there. Great attack by Ebola from Alphas. So our last attack in this video is Simlin from Time Vortex, and we have a triple set Stone Golem Laloon attack. So we have our golems down, pretty basic standard attack, but either way, a great attack on a base that's seen quite commonly in normal war setups. Not a whole lot of anything special here that I can think of on this base. 4 points of wizard towers, 4 set locations on our air defenses, and really just kind of reminds me of those diamond type bases in natural normal war compositions. But either way, so our golems are down. We got bowlers in the clan, from the clan castle in the base. Barbarian Kings in the base, Archer Queen, both maxed out, so they're going to assist these golems and bowlers to power through the base. So we're down to 2 air defenses that I can see and 3 wizard towers at this point. 1 expo that's set to the ground mode, which really just sets it up perfectly for the air portion of the attack. So our first hound, I believe, yeah, our first and only hound is coming into the base. And our Archer Queen is in the core of the base at this point, and she's going to assist with taking care of defenses. She's working on the town hall currently as our groups of balloons are basically surrounding the base, and they're moving up into our defenses. So again, a great read on this base to basically kind of treat it like a normal war attack. Nothing special here. A really good attack with the stone golem set, giving a lot of tank for our bowlers as well as our heroes to power into this base and take out integral defenses, freeing it up for the balloon portion of the attack. So drop some comments below and let me know if these attacks helped you out at all. And thanks for watching, guys.